Hello, good morning. My name is Peter Veres. I come from company Makers based in Bratislava. We are an IoT integrator company, first of all. We are here for almost 2 years and 7 days already. We started with some IoT projects in the smart grid industry. Then we continued with some smart home, smart building, and nowadays we are mostly active in smart city industry and projects. We started as an IoT meetup group in Bratislava. Then we established a company. Nowadays we are like 14 to 15 people, and our team is constantly growing and getting new challenges and projects. I do have a short presentation here about what we do, how we do it, what hardware we use, as we are an integrator company, what are our services, and what IQRF technology, what role IQRF technology plays in our lives and in our company and businesses. Well, first of all, we try to approach every project from the very basics. So what we do is we communicate with the client, we select the hardware portfolio, let's say, the sensors, the actuators, the communication layers, and up to our IoT platform. So we try to be in the project in every phase and propose our ideas, our solutions on every stage of the project. Something that I think is very important is that we are able to deliver each and every part of this project. So, as said, hardware specification, software specification, communication layer specification, and later on services based on the solution. The core product that we use in our project is something similar that Yoshi was talking about a few minutes back. It's called Logic Machine. And this is not our product. What we did is that we have done a lot of work on top of it, because it is an open platform PLC, let's say, with huge options to communicate down to the sensors and actuators and up to the cloud services. It has very good communication possibilities, open protocols, and so on. And it is freely programmable. That means that we can do anything we want in there. We can share our code, and we can really customize the device to the needs. There are several different types of it, of this logic machine. We can pick which one we need according to the project needs. Logic machine as itself can communicate via various protocols that are here. And the latest addition here is IQRF, obviously. That was done due to the open architecture of this gateway very easily and very fast. And what we are very keen on and what we are very proud of is this our own programming framework that we have done inside this logic machine, which makes deployment any system very easy and very quick. I can show you on the next frame here. This is actually a screenshot from our IoT platform, which is showing us some devices and assets in one of our projects. And the part of our job was that the whole system works very easily and in a plug-and-play manner, let's say. If a new device comes into place or into this building, this logic machine automatically recognizes the device, builds up all the objects that we are going to need, establishes the connection, and builds up all the respective widgets and data representation inside this IoT platform. So this is something that is our, let's say, main addition to logic machine software, this auto provisioning, how we call it. I believe the best will be to show it on our reference project. This is an old building in Bratislava where we have been invited to cooperate on refurbishing and retrofitting this building. And we closely cooperated with the facility management of this building. It is an old school which was abandoned for a long time, and therefore all the technology that we have found in the building were quite outdated when we came back and trying to refurbish it. So we started thinking what technology to use, what services the building should provide to its customers and to the facility management and to the owners of the building. So we prepared some guide, or we are already today as well, we are providing or preparing some guidelines to other projects like this, because this is really a reference project for all the other old buildings in Bratislava or in Slovakia, how to proceed in refurbishing and retrofitting an old building. So we are preparing, or we are working on a plan which says which technology, what devices, what services are easily implementable in such a building. What you can see here actually is also some screenshot from the IoT platform that we have developed and deployed in this project. Here you can see an overview widget of one specific customer, or one, let's say, office inside this building. You can see here this is water consumption and electricity consumption inside this space. Here is also some information about the phases and how they are utilized inside this space. And here there is some overall widget talking about some more spaces that we have here. The building also looks something like this. Other topics that we are working on here, then smart energy and smart metering, is also some regulation and some specific solutions developed just for this case. Next presentation after me will be from company Austin, which we partner in this project, and they are developing and they are selling their own radiator valves, IQRF radiator valves, to control the temperature inside buildings. Yes. So we are using these valves in this project to regulate the temperature, because all these offices here in this building are equipped with conventional heating system with radiators, and therefore they need somehow to operate the valves and to cut costs, because for the first year that they refurbished and that they started to rent this space, the costs of the heating were really higher than they thought, and they even get some fine because they crossed some limit that they should not about gas consumption. So just lately, what I learned is that there is some company working on an IQRF gateway from wireless M-Bus. That is actually very, very interesting for us as well, because the other thing that we are going to do here, or we are already doing here, is measuring the heat consumption of the radiators, and those devices usually come with wireless M-Bus protocol. And just yesterday, I found out that there is a company which makes gateway from wireless M-Bus to IQRF. So even better for us, because we will be having just one or two gateways for IQRF, and that's actually one of the reasons why we have chosen IQRF here, because such a large building, it's actually 7 stories, 7 levels, and the size is roughly 70 meters here, I guess. Could be covered by 1 or 2 IQRF gateways only, which really eases our situation, simplifies our situation because of running cables, because of deployment of the system. So Yes, IQRF here will also be integrating CO2 and temperature sensors in future. I hope so, because we are now in the phase that we are talking with the customer that this is something they should really implement as well, and they are quite keen and they're quite interested in. So this is something that we will be looking into it in the future, in a few weeks maybe. If you are interested also about other works or other topics that we have done on this very specific project, is that we also integrated, we are also integrating smart meters for electricity, water. That's been said already, but also working on a photovoltaic roof that will cover the consumption of the electricity and also help us to get the energy to the electric car chargers that will be done down on the parking lot. We are going to collect rainwater to drop down or to cut down the costs for water, because for specific toilets we will be using this this collected water. Then we are going to we are working also already on polling, reminders, and ticketing and reservation system, which is also part of the smart pardon, excuse me, of our IoT platform. Yeah. So to sum it up, in this project, we did hardware integration, which means that we got all these different kinds of sensors and actuators and communication protocols working all together. We did we did program the so to say edge control, this our logic machine. We did control we did establish the control to our developed IoT platform, and we also support this this project by running it and maintaining it. To have a slight look in the future, a very simple or similar project to this I was talking already about is a supermarket chain in Slovakia that we are now developing this solution. We will be measuring temperatures, CO2 levels maybe as well, but temperatures and humidity and contact closure signals from conventional water meters inside supermarket chain in Bratislava in Slovakia. That is a part of a bigger solution. This will be done by IQRF technology, and then we also do have integration with heating system, with cooling system, with ventilation system, and then also upcoming control of the lighting system of these stores. So IQRF here will part one of the significant roles because of connecting or controlling or getting the information from the freezers and from the temperature floor, so the management can have a better overview of what is going on in the store, and if they need to do any action, for example, if the freezers are getting warmer and the food could get damaged, so they can really react in time. That will be all from myself. Thank you very much. If you have any more questions, please drop me a line, and I would happily contact you back and discuss any of your possible projects.
Yeah. Or you have a chance actually to ask the question right now. So, all right. So what kind of, let's say, devices do you need in your project? So what else, let's say, because you are a system integrator here in the Alliance, we have, let's say, manufacturers. So what you are missing in the portfolio that should be there to make your life easier for these kind of beautiful deployments?
Well, what we did actually ask before, and hopefully we will do it very soon with company Austin, which is going after me here, is this very simple device that will count the pulses from the water meters. So this is something that I couldn't yet find on the market, but I hope really this will be soon available, and therefore we can deploy it inside this project. Okay. This is one thing, and I'm already very interested in this wireless M-Bus to IQRF gateway, because that will help us really a lot in the project.
Do you know the name of the company, by the way? Do you know the name of the company with the wireless M-Bus?
No, but I know with whom I was talking about it, so I will ask him again.
All right.
I forgot.
Fair enough. So, and by the way, because yesterday we discussed, let's say the the deployment is not really an easy thing. So you do the deployment yourselves.
Yes.
And what's your experience with that?
Deployment.
Yep.
Well, it's first of all, my experience is the better preparation you have with all the cables and all the electricians, the better your life is when you go to the site. So that's first of all to send somebody else to run the cables, not us. But deployment of well, I'm a big fan of standardization. That means if you come to some project and know what to expect, that's really a valuable thing for us. Because usually this happens a lot for us as well, that you come to some place, you have some data sheets, you have some, let's say, list of devices that is sitting in this project, and you came there and you suddenly found out that, oh, this doesn't work. And then you spent hours and hours reverse engineering the protocol. There is some little change in the firmware. Nobody really took care to write it down and so on. So this is something that really is holding us back during the implementation phase of or integration phase. Hopefully this will also get better in future, because companies really should care about this much more, standardization and keeping to their own protocol. Even Modbus protocol is really used a lot, but there are so many variations about these Modbus maps and all these objects, how they work, and usually that needs some fiddling around to make it work in the last.
All right, cool. Any question? No, so thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much.